AM 560. The Answer.
Is this what you want your kids to go to school with? Then vote Democrat. Vote Democrat. The slogan is, I dare you. And they'll never vote for secession the way we want to because they cannot finance themselves. They're bust-outs, every one of them.
Israel Flores Ortiz from El Salvador. He's an illegal migrant who came into the country in 2024 and was released. At 19 years old, he enrolled as a junior at Fairfax High School in Fairfax County, Virginia. He was charged with those 9 counts of assault and battery after allegedly groping 12 female girls.
Not one of them had a father that would have hit him in the head with a shovel. Fracking morons. Joanne, Midway.
Hi, I hope I'm going to make you happy because you made me happy today.
Oh,
I want to thank you and your entire staff for being a live broadcast. I am so sick of repeats and substitutes.
All right. No, I don't take days off, Joanne. I got news for you. If I could tell you how I've done the show with the flu, I did the show with COVID when that was a thing, when they tried to poison us all.
I remember.
Yeah. I don't like to take days off no matter what. And I got news for you. Now we're to the point where now my family's coming down here now. I used to have to go up there. Now they're coming down here. So they're trickling in at 1 in the morning. They're coming in at 6 in the morning. I think I slept an hour and a half. I'm like Trump today. Thank you very much, Joanne. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much, and your staff, too. Thank you. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, too. She's talking to you, Teddy, and Squirrel, and Honey Bunny. See, it's appreciated.
As young as 13. Darren Martinez Torres from El Salvador. In June of 2017, 22-year-old Torres raped and murdered a 17-year-old sophomore at South Lakes High School.
These are all different people in just one state. All different, low-living, low-rent, illiterate, scum, illegal aliens that never paid $1 into the system. And all killing our women.
In Western Virginia. He beat her with a baseball bat after she walked with friends near a mosque during Ramadan, then raped her while she was unconscious and dumped her body in a pond. He pleaded guilty.
Oh, yeah. He's an illegal alien, but he's an Islamo-Nazi illegal alien. See, yabba dabba do. So we got more of that problem going on in different states.
Well, here's a fast fact for you. Centers in Philadelphia have been teaching school-aged children to repeat violent jihadist chants for at least 7 years. But conservatives are just now warning of a radical Islamic takeover of the United States. Young Muslim children in North Philadelphia chanted explicit calls for beheadings, leading the army of Allah and subjecting enemies to, quote-unquote, eternal torture.
Well, those are just riddles among the Islamo-Nazi. Those are just little riddles we teach the kids real nice and young. And this is why you cannot put your kids in schools anymore. You can't do it. You can't put your kids in public schools anymore. This is what you subject them to. And when you look at who they are, the teachers, and how they have enabled this, they too are co-conspirators. Like here's an Idaho senator who was a teacher, and she's here to tell you this skinny and why we're going to continue to they want to continue to put back the power in schools that should be sued for malpractice, that cannot teach your kids to read, cannot teach your kids to write or do math, but they can teach them to be loyal slaves to a corrupt government.
We stand instead of parents. When your children walk into our classroom, they become ours. And we listen to their fears.
This is your fault, all of our faults. Now, one of the things I really liked when I would go to those meetings and they would try to tell you, well, your kids, she might have an attention disorder. We might need to do an EIN, and we might do this, as they do to everybody. I immediately knew way back in the day, well, each school, even private, that could get your kid with an EIN number, they get $6,500 from the state. 65. So they're incentivized to misdiagnose your kid. And then you understand, when you turn your child, when you're a decent human being, and you spend your time raising your kid, and you teach them how to read, and you read the little stories to them, you know what your kid is before you go to school. And anybody that can't build upon what you've done, it's not your child's fault. It's these sloth morons who pretend to be virtuous because somebody told them they were a teacher. This is what you have to learn how to change. If we look in our urban areas and our public school systems, there may be a couple good ones, but the vast majority of teachers are imbeciles like this big, ugly woman who knew once she got her pension, I'm going to double dip. I'm going to run for Senate.
By their tears, we celebrate their successes, and yes, we find a new way when they fail. And as you know, throughout this country, teachers have stood in the line of fire to shield your children. And they would...
What? Teachers live a cushier job than 90% of the parents. And you get how many months off a year? And you get your cushy pensions. You're not half as important as any parent, even the ones that suck. This idea we've let them rewrite reality. It shows you why. Now, when you turn your kids over to school, these are the teachers that enable the 19, 20, 21, and 22-year-old to rape our high school girls because they think they're gods rather than understand what they are. Failures. Every one of them.
Guilty to rape and capital murder and received multiple life sentences without parole. Henry Sanchez Milian from Guatemala and Jose Montano from El Salvador. In March of 2017, both recent enrollees at Rockville High School in Maryland were initially charged with first-degree rape and sexual offenses against a...
And the list goes on, and it won't change one stolen vote. It won't change one cultist that called himself to this in the year 2026. If you can call yourself a Democrat, you are either a moron or a thief.